alive, and he knew that humans are obviously alive, and like Indials are alive, like who they are. But Bran still doesn't know if dragons are alive. So yeah.
It's an interesting question, because if if dragons are the nuclear weapons of Westeros, and Bran is the hacker who can basically hack into the nukes, and that makes a very interesting balance of power, actually. That might be something for the next season. I don't know what's happening.
Didn't the three-eyed raven say he would never walk again, but he would fly?
True.
True.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it's obvious all the stuff has been there from the start, and it's everything's there in the first season. You just need to unpick it. Very good point. I have.
You mentioned about technology and enhancements, but I think the story of the Doom of Valeria, what happened there? They were most technologically advanced than the other nations, and then they ended up something happened and they went kaboom.
That's true. Because it's always implied that the Doom of Valeria was something they brought on themselves, rather than some punishment or something. That's a good point.
Isn't there a theory about like the reason why we haven't found any other beings in space is that all the intelligent life forms eventually just destroy themselves anyway?
Yeah.
So maybe Westeros is sort of like a young world, still finding its feet. We're trying to destroy ourselves,
What's it called that?
Great filter.
It's a theory, is it?
Fermi's paradox.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Fermi's paradox. If the aliens are out there, we'll just be found them by now.
Exactly, yeah.
The thing I realised from I don't know if it's true, you can correct me, but from the title sequence, it looks like it's a hollow world. It's turned inside out. Because if you look at it, the camera scoops around the inside of a circle, and the sun's at the centre.
You're going all sci-fi now, aren't you?
No. It just needs to be a hollow earth.
Dyson sphere.
Yeah, ooh, here. Sorry, I reined back the sci-fi.
No, it's good.
No, you're the one brought the Fermi's paradox.
Yes,
I'm thinking of a queen.
Sansa.
Yes. Actually, that's a very good. That is a very good question. Who should be queen? Not who will be queen, but who should be queen? Fintan, who should be queen?
I'm not afraid with recent developments. I'm at a loss as to who to suggest the name. I'm intrigued by the concept that the dragons are nuclear equivalents. And I'm just curious, has there been any nuclear disasters as yet?
Wildfire's kind of that's sort of like a. I think that's the only thing that can kind of deal with dragons. Who do you think should be queen ultimately?
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow
should be queen.
Great in that armour.
It's probably better be the name.
So you have convinced me that Sansa would be, especially because she's sort of a ruthless streak now, that's coming out, especially things how she disposed of her. The other thing is I have a friend who both looks and sounds like from Sybil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just looks exactly like that. It's a bit scary. If he's on the phone, it's a bit scary talking to him.
Yeah.
It's very much like that. I think definitely Sansa.
Sorry, because she would also have like the whole of the north with her. Probably not the whole, but most of the north with her, because she's a Stark, and she's been one when she was younger. I think it was said in season 6. She would, in a few other seasons, that when she was younger, she always wanted to be a princess. And I think that dream would be fulfilled. And I think she could be queen. I think she would be able to as much as Cersei and Dany would.
So it could be a battle of three queens ultimately,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting because she has them. Yeah. So she's basically while let me work this out. So while Daenerys and Cersei are duking it out down in Westeros, she's holding off the White Walkers and all the crap behind the wall, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she says everyone's asses in the end.
Yeah, but Lady Mormont with Bear Island's more
Yeah. Oh, you've done it! Yeah. Yeah, absolutely tremendous. Yes, how many nights do we have? 62. Yes, she's an absolutely great character.
Yeah.
Really good. I want to ask you, any good filming stories that you can tell us? Anything as exciting bits when you were out filming on the show? Any favourite bits?
There's always
There was just one time there was a lot of rain. There was a lot of rain.
yeah, Castle Black was
shower one time.
Was that? Oh, yeah.
an amazing place to film. It was just like,
That's outside Lauren, isn't it?
Yeah.
do you remember that Japanese show, Endurance?
Yes.
It's very similar to that. Do you remember that rain down the quarry and these big planks of wood around so people can walk across and they just start to float around. So we were like, okay. And the weather was just unbelievable up there. It was so unpredictable. It was just,
I don't know how you...
I don't know how they kept anything dry or... It was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a
I'm amazed you can film in Northern Ireland outdoors. Actually, the weather is so terrible.
There was a big landslide, wasn't
There
there?
was.
After Quanny came down, didn't it? In the middle of film. Amazing.
I was in the middle of it.
You were in the left.
I was in the lift when it bounced off and left, yeah.
Did you have to repaint it afterwards?
They did actually.
What is that white stuff on it? I mean, it is just...
Dulux.
It is Dulux.
Dulux, yeah. Single coat, yeah. With a bit of chicken wire over the top.
Fantastic. See, how easily the magic is dispelled.
It did feel like an army though. Yeah,
Really?
just not just because of the the conditions, but those guys were so tight. You know, when I got there in season 4, and they were just already a band of brothers. You know,
Cool.
it was interesting.
Yeah, because you've been out in Croatia, haven't you, as well?
Those are all posh people.
Yeah.
All the pretty people.
Yeah.
All the good looking ones.
But then you go, no.
Ended up in Lawrence. This isn't going to go well.
When I arrived there, I didn't know whether I was in Sons of Anarchy or...
The shortage of barbers in Northern Ireland.
Did you film in Dubrovnik in the castle?
Yeah, did yeah. It's very hot. That chainmail, when it's cold, it's freezing. When it's hot, it's absolutely roasting. It's like radiator. But
Scorch you.
yeah, it's good fun.
Did that affect your performance? Did you feel...
No, I was still rubbish.
Any of the extras pass out or anything?
Not on our day, but I did hear stories of people passing out there.
Was it because it was so hot?
Because it's so hot, yeah. And then the big story was in season 3, which is the one I wasn't in, which is known as the rubbish season. The big story about they all flew over to Iceland to film all the stuff beyond the wall to get the snowy Icelandic, temperature, and it was roasting hot over there.
That's right.
They had this amazing sort of sunny period, and they all come back with suntans, like they've been on holiday. They wanted all the icy bits filmed, and we couldn't get them.
Who does the ice and snow? Because it's always remarkably well done. I mean, I'm assuming there are ice and
A
snow.
huge team of people.
Of ice and snow.
Yeah. It's the whole team of people that just do the snow and ice, isn't it?
Is it actual snow and ice?
Yeah, it's called snow business, isn't it? Yeah.
There's no
So it
business.
costs like £7,000 a day.
Yep.
And that's what was a garden line.
Wow.
And you can literally pick it up and make a snowball.
It is real snow.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
There's several different types of it. Some are biodegradable, some aren't. It depends where they're using it and things. Some of it's paper, some of it's like a wet foam almost, isn't it? It just depends where they are.
It does look fantastic.
And then the snow candles, it's like ash, which they put into the metal buckets and stuff. That's why you see some snow floats up.
Right.
The snow candle out floats up.
Nice.
Because it's actually ash and it's trying to climb
What
up.
you're telling us. It's really interesting. interesting. I'm always fascinated in how practical effects are.
Yeah.
There is much more.
Well, I think it was it season 5 they started using huge snow blowers. They were like huge pipes that they were blowing on top of us, and it was too much. Like, I was standing in the yard and like snow was just peering.
Have you any good filming day stories?
Game of Thrones.
Yes. Or anything else for that matter? What are good stories?
Well, I was curious again about people collapsing on set in the heat. Were they over-eager extras make more money and
Not sure of the details of it, but it just got so hot, I think, in the problem.
Yeah. I was on one, and the extras, it was in the Sahara or on the periphery, and the extras kept collapsing, and then it just dragged off. And then
Bring us another one!
Well, no, they'd been revived. And they'd bring them back on, but it really was a problem. You thought, how am I going to get through this scene, or how am I going to die of heat stroke? But then it really affected the performance, because you realised you can't behave indiscriminately, like, in terms of exerting yourself and everything else like that. You really had to calculate everything. So if you were about to launch yourself, you had to be very specific. And I thought, well, that's how they would have done it anyway, because any loss of energy, that's it. You have to conserve it, and then if you're going to kill somebody, you're going to kill them, type of thing. But the heat, your concentration used to waver so much in the heat, and it would affect your performance, and it gave it a kind of a grittiness, and your voice would change, become drier, and everything else like that. I remember, and it's probably the same applies. I don't like ADR, they add or clarify the dialogue, because it will often spoil the scene. You get a clear recording and it'll sound like it was recorded in a studio, but and you lose the atmosphere of the place. And Game of Thrones was so visceral in a way, isn't it? I'm thinking visceral means like, real, it's sound and feeling derived from the location that you can't really duplicate. Like creaking armour, and you have to, did you ever have this where, you were allowing for the creaking, even for the rhythm of the armour, so that when you were speaking, there was almost, you could feel the creaking going on, things like that. That's a more general, generalization in some ways.
That's interesting. How was your filming days? Were they good fun? Any good stories? Where did you get to go?
So I came to Belfast, yeah, and we were filming, I think I've said this a lot today, but I was filming on the ground for all of the scenes I've done in a place called Titancon, which was...
Painthole as well. Painthole.
And Painthole, which is where they built the Titanic, I think. But Shades Castle, the place I was filming is quite loud, and it's meant to be a warm, set in summer, and it's just meant to be so warm, but it's not. It's freezing and wet, cold. One of my stories, I've thought of you, one of them is, so I had just, it was the first scene I appeared in, and when all the little birds come rushing up the stairs and scared the mountain, another scene happens, and then Lena, who plays Cersei, comes up the stairs, opens the door, and because she's very tall, so she just looks down at all the little group of children just stood there, and she's just, and she thought it was very cute, let's say. I'm not going to go into more detail, but yeah. And at first I was like, but then later I wasn't really bothered. Oh, she's famous, it's alright. I'll talk to her as much as I can because she's a really well-known actor. So yeah, that's one of my stories. It's quite short, but.
How quickly the glamour wears off. Yeah, cool.
Especially when I'm with dancer.
It's all coming out.
Yeah, people obviously know each other very far too well.
You've seen some action, didn't you, out there?
That's one word for it.
In the barn? He's actually in the barn. Wow.
The endurance program.
Yeah.
Tell us about your execution scene. I have to ask.
Yeah, that was great. You know, it was really well directed. It was enjoyable because you got to, it's not everybody getting your head chopped off.
Very good, yeah.
It's the end of your contract.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's difficult. But it's, you have to dig deep inside yourself to find that fear.
Yeah.
You know, you can, and it wasn't enough on the day, was it? The director kept pushing me and pushing me. Do it again, do it again, do it again. You know.
They had to stop at one point as we all started applauding because you didn't know the park.
That was really sweet, yeah. These guys were really with me as well.
At one stage, a lot of us were feeling a bit of sympathy for poor old Slender,
Which
which is
That was the intention, I think, wasn't it, to feel sorry for him slightly before he gets his comeuppance, but...
you truly were snivelling and pathetic. So we had to applaud.
Thanks very much. Yeah, that's what they wanted, basically. And he was pushing me, one of the director was pushing me to go that place. Because you don't